What up, YouTube? It's Kyle. This video is the first video I'm filming on my new tripod. Um, as you probably know, I often just hold my camera up while I'm filming, especially when I'm walking around uh, outside. But this tripod also doubles as a selfie stick, so super cool. I can make it super short, um, or I can, as a tripod, make it tall or turn it into a selfie stick. So I'm pretty hyped about that. I never really, I don't know a lot about camera technology or accessories because it's not really my thing. But I'm happy to get a little bit extra technology for this channel, and then I have this little remote that came with it that actually is a Bluetooth. When I press this button, it actually records and stops. So now I'll be able to record and stop without actually having to touch the phone itself. My iPhone that I'm filming with. Also, yeah, I got my mic back. I found the other part because I had lost it, one of the parts, and then I got this new plant in the background. Um, not too big into aesthetics or not too good with it, but I'm trying to create a little background so I can have a little vibe. Anyways, I want to get into this video. Um, so in this one, I want to talk about something that I think a lot of people don't really talk about, and that's um, what do women think about men who smile a lot or who are, very friendly and have kind of a bubbly vibe or energetic? And I think this is really interesting because a while back, tell you a little story. I was used to teach English to Japanese students, and during COVID, we went online. So we were filming. Uh, we were always on Zoom, teaching the students, and the students had the speech contest. And after, we all have our screens up, and after one of the students gave me their speech, I ran into them in person, and they said that while they were giving their speech, they were looking at my screen the whole time, because I was smiling, because I was smiling the whole time, while she was speaking. And um, I thought, that's really interesting because I did recognize that I would smile a lot, and and I started to question why I did that, why I would smile so much, why I was smiling while listening to her speech the whole time. And obviously, smiling. Excuse me. I hope that wasn't too loud. I have allergies. I know smiling obviously is a good thing. It means that you're happy and good health generally. But I think for me, I would do it more as like a people pleasing thing. I would do it to ease tension. It's like I always, when you're more of like a people pleaser naturally, you kind of feel like you need to ease tension in other people. And I felt intuitively like, anxious for the student giving their public speech on the Zoom, so I felt smiling to ease the tension, I guess. Even though, I mean, it did. Obviously, she was looking at my screen, but I think is not necessarily a good thing. And I started to question it. Why do I do this? And I actually ended up coming across this video on Psych to Go. Yeah, it's a channel called Psych to Go on YouTube. Psychology channel, done by actual research and studies. And they said that um, it was a video about the most and least attractive facial expressions for men. And what I remember is that the least attractive facial expression was actually smiling. I thought, what the heck? Why is that? Um, and I did a lot of my own thoughts about this, and I thought basically the smiling is very receptive when you smile. And I'm not the best at even fake smiling. I have to actually, be prompted to smile, but my smile is just like forced. I feel like when it's just, you know, nothing prompting it. But anyways, I thought about it. I thought smiling means like receptiveness, and you're very accommodating, and those are all the things that women don't really want to do themselves, in the sense that a woman doesn't necessarily want to have to fight and argue with other people and be tough and be strong. Um, so smiling, I feel like, is not attractive to them because it doesn't represent strength in a sense. I mean, yeah, it's okay to smile here and there, but if you're doing it, if you're over smiling, I feel like it doesn't represent strength and toughness because as a man, our job is basically to weather the storm of life, to go through life, and the amount of times we get turned down by women is going to be a lot, whether you're handsome or not. Um, we're going to have to put in those hours at work. We're going to have to confront um, our neighbor if they have a problem with us. Like if our neighbor won't turn down their music, it's going to be us as a man who's going to have to go over and knock on the door. Our wife is not really going to want to do that. They're going to want us to do it, to go say, hey, can you please turn down your music? So, smiling doesn't necessarily do well in those moments, or smiling as a protector. If you want to think about the people who are the biggest protectors are going to be like, you know, army men. They're not necessarily smiling while they're shooting their guns at people because it's a serious moment. I mean, if they are smiling, that's probably kind of psychopathic, but it just made me question overall. And I don't want to like get on a total rant, but I mean, I do think that smiling can be good for negotiating with other people to ease tension. But ultimately, if you're smiling a lot, and even over happiness and bubbliness, I think can be seen as naivety. Because as a man, you're supposed to have your eyes on the dangerous things in life. You're supposed to have your eyes on what can go wrong. You're supposed to have your attention on even on failures. You're not supposed to be unaware of the dangers going on around you. So if you're always smiling and always bubbly, I feel like it can send a signal to the woman that she doesn't feel safe because you're not aware of the negativity. Because women don't want any negativity or anything dangerous hurting them, such as predators or um, really any sort of thing in the space, any manipulator or just watching out for your environment, like making sure that she doesn't get hit by a car when you walk her across the street and things like that. We're kind of supposed to look out for dangers. So I think smiling should be kept to a minimum. Like it's okay to just have a straight face. It's also a little bit more mysterious. And I think if you smile, it's okay, but don't do it to ease tension, and and don't do it because you're not paying attention to possible dangers around you. If you can pay attention to the dangers around you, like you're aware of everything and you're looking to protect her, then there's a little bit of room for smiling after. And it's not that there's always just this mass danger in the room, but I think from some evolutionary perspective, I think that's kind of how women think. Like they think from the perspective of like they need a protector. And this is probably why women are probably way more attracted to like a boxer in those serious boxing photos before the match, than they are like some dude, making goofy jokes in the bar because he's insecure, and doesn't want and just wants to be liked by everybody. Which is sad, but I mean, we all operate from that sometimes. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna try to actually post that psych to go video in the bottom, and by watching another video on the same topic, I found supposedly the research shows that pride is actually the most attractive facial expression. I don't know what pride would look like, but I think it would look something serious, and like you agree with yourself, you agree with your own accomplishments, and not to be too prideful, but to want to win and be serious about that to some extent. And part of it is a facade. We can laugh and smile around our friends, but be a little bit more stoic around the women, especially when you get to know them, when you're first getting to know them. Then after you establish that, then smile and laugh some more. Okay, this video is getting really long. I hope you like this new tripod, how stable it is. And yeah, I'm gonna show you my little cactus too. At first I thought this had mold on it, but no, supposedly this cactus just grows this cotton around it or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna sign out. I'm happy about my little Freddy from iCarly technology. I'm feeling like Freddy. Alright, peace out. Have a good day, yo. Let me press this. Check it out. Bow. Wait, one more time. Didn't work.